Hi guys, today's topic is gonna be 15 items that I no longer purchase. By no means am I saying I am a minimalist. I would say I'm more just conscious and aware of the purchases that I'm making. I think there's this added element when there's this title involved of being a minimalist, but I just wanted to provide some solace to you viewers that maybe are in the same boat as me. Anybody and everybody could have just a consciousness of what they're purchasing. In order to be a minimalist, you don't have to purge all the stuff that you have. I very evidently am not the perfect case. I have a bunch of coffee making supplies. Some would say it's slightly excessive. So with that disclaimer aside, let's just jump right on into the video. So the first item I wanted to talk about is sales. For people that have been eyeing a certain product and it just so happens to go on sale, that just works out perfectly. But I'm talking more on behalf of when you know that you don't necessarily need something, but just because it's discounted or there's a price cut, then you go out to go purchase it. I don't necessarily think that is the right spending mentality. The whole premise of what Black Friday is made of is just the idea that there's sales. But in reality, it's really not anything getting cut that much. It's just all a marketing ploy. I would be shopping for stuff that just didn't seem like I needed it, but I would only purchase it because it felt like I was getting huge savings. And I also think this ties hand in hand with just thrift shopping. Oftentimes when things are thrifted, you tend to have looser restrictions on yourself because the items are already so cheap, but that still defeats the purpose of being more conscious about your spending. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean you have to buy it. And I even wanted to take it a step further to offer you guys a suggestion. Next time you think about just donating a bunch of bulk items, think about trying to resell it, because you want to ensure that the stuff that you're giving away or you're giving up will end up going to somebody that would make use of it. So something that I do is I frequently sell my old things on eBay, and I use packaging materials that were already sent to me by packages I bought previous, and I just repurpose them. Not only are you being more resourceful with your materials, but you're also ensuring that whatever you donate or whatever you give up isn't ending up in landfills. The second item I stopped purchasing are physical books. I used to be a huge Nicholas Sparks fan and I would buy every one of his books, but after I finished reading the book, I never thought to go back and reread it. It would just end up on my bookshelf just collecting dust. So instead I transferred over to getting a Kindle. Having a Kindle app on your phone is so easy when you're waiting in lines or you're just waiting in a waiting room. Rather than aimlessly scrolling through social media, I find that I open my Kindle app instead, and it feels like I'm making effective use of my time. The third thing I stopped purchasing are just coffee drinks or water bottles. Basically just not using any more one-time use plastic or one-time use materials. So the easiest solution for this is just to get yourself a reusable water bottle. The 32-ounce one, 16-ounce one, Nalgene, Hydro Flask, what have you. For my suggestion for coffee drinks, I totally get where you're coming from, and I get how buying coffee out feels a little bit different from making it at home. So if you're not too much of a coffee connoisseur, you don't really enjoy making coffee, I really challenge you the next time you're at a coffee shop, just really sit and enjoy the ambiance and enjoy the coffee shop feel. I, for one, really enjoy the idea of people watching, so I frequent coffee shops and get my coffee for there and just sit and just watch people. Is that creepy? I don't know, I'll be the first to admit it, okay, but at least I'm reducing my waste. The fourth item I don't buy anymore are wired bras. And to be honest, I haven't bought a bra, like a legitimate underwired bra, probably since 7th grade. So I don't even know how many years ago that was. Wired bras, when I did purchase them at the time, they would always break on me and the wire would end up poking through the fabric and it would just poke the side of my boob, and no one likes that feeling, right? At least, can you agree? No one likes that feeling. I've found that my transition to bralettes and just bras without any wiring have been life-changing. The bralette that I wear is comfortable both out and at home. I can even sleep with it if I wanted to. The fifth thing are fragrances or like body sprays. Most teenage girls are really big into those body fragrances like Bali Mango. I have long phased that out of my life, and something that is just more comfortable for me nowadays is just more of a natural scent. Essential oils that are like lavender or tea tree. I don't necessarily put it directly on myself, but what I often do is I'll just get a pan of water and then drop a few droplets in there, and it acts as a natural aroma for the room. The sixth thing I stopped purchasing are souvenirs when I travel. Now I am so glad I stopped buying souvenirs from travels way early on. In reality, if you face the facts, the souvenirs that you buy are basically hiked up a hecaton because it's catered to the touristy market. So it doesn't feel good feeling like you're being gypped. So instead, as cliche as it is, my souvenirs are now the memories or the pictures that I take. Those are things that you can reference back all the time. And I really feel like one photo can evoke a lot more memories and a lot more feelings than looking at just like a small souvenir of something like the Eiffel Tower. The seventh thing is gift wrapping. I have stopped completely buying those bags, like happy birthday bags from Target and gift wrapping paper. What are the tissue paper that you put inside gift wrapping bags. And nowadays all I do is I'll find some brown paper bag and I repurpose that bag and now use it as gift wrapping, and I'll even add some like twine to it to spruce it up a little bit, maybe add some fresh or actual like live leaves that I found from outside. It's like, how rudimentary. Not only are you being really resourceful, but it also adds a very personable element, because you not only took the time to find a gift for somebody, but you also took the time to wrap it nicely. My eighth item is handbags. And once again, I'm not going to deny that I, in previous years, have purchased many handbags, and I've actually had a lot of handbags given to me from hand-me-downs from my grandma. But in terms of buying new bags, I have completely stopped doing that. I've stated it in previous videos, but I wear exclusively totes now just because I feel like they're so much more functional. And taking the bag from one event to another and transitioning its purpose is so easy. The ninth item is cheap jewelry. I want to say this very lightly because I do understand that not everybody has the money to just fish out on a 14K or like a real gold or sterling silver even jewelry item. So I want to say this very lightly, but me personally, I'm a huge jewelry wearer, but I find it's just been so wasteful how much money I used to spend on cheap jewelry because they'd end up rusting or even breaking on me. And so the amount of new cheap jewelry that I bought, it could have just equated to one solid piece of jewelry that I purchased. The jewelry that I wear every day are on my ears, and I never take these things off. I think it just makes more sense to me because I can shower with these on, I can swim with these on, and they still look just like new. The 10th item is nail polish, and do not get me wrong, I love a good nail polish, and I used to be so big on doing my nails. I have about 4 nail polishes that I constantly wear in rotation, and that's absolutely all that I need. I don't feel the need to get different colors that are out of my comfort zone just because I feel like I end up wearing it once and then never polishing it again on my fingernails. But the second reason as to why I personally stopped buying nail polish is because I climb a lot, and there's no way that you can even keep your nails long, nor can you keep the color without chipping, but that's more of like a personal reason. And that kind of goes into the next thing I don't buy, which is makeup. I pretty much have my core essential makeup that it consists of mascara, an eyebrow kit, and foundation, and one eyeshadow palette. I definitely use my brown eyeshadow as bronzer if I need bronzer. I feel like people that are really into makeup are probably just like, how could you do that? I just need those 4 makeup products, and pretty much that's all I need for any sort of event. I find that even when I do get more dressed up, I pretty much look the same, but just a little bit more color on my face, I would say. And that's just what makes me comfortable. And not to mention too, makeup's shelf life, or just the how long it can last without it getting grimy, is really short. So to buy excessive amounts of makeup just doesn't make sense to me because they end up going bad within the next couple months. So my 12th item that I don't purchase anymore is fancy wear / I guess like loud colors. But all throughout high school, for every single dance that I went to, I just bought a dress that was very neutral. And all those dresses that I bought from my high school dances, I've worn to events in college, and I keep re-wearing them because they're neutral colors. So it's not something that's definitely not gonna leave a loud impression on somebody. But hey, even if it is loud, go for it and re-wear it again, because make use of that money that you spent on that expensive dress. I don't think there's any shame, no judgment coming from me if you do that. So the next thing that I don't buy anymore are grocery bags, like plastic grocery bags from the grocery store. I exclusively bring my own bags now. I keep a Bagoo bag in the dashboard of my car, and I will always have it there. Once again, kind of back to the water bottle / coffee cup thing, that's such an easy way to just reduce your carbon footprint and reduce the waste that you intake. And it's as simple as just leaving a bag already in your car, or once again with a tote, is just bringing your tote with you, or folding up your tote into your backpack and having that when you're on school. So if you're buying something on campus from your convenience store. You can just pop it in the tote. The 14th thing I do not purchase anymore are thank you cards. Now, I used to be such a big thank you card person, and I used to always buy new thank you cards. They come in like 50, a stack of 50 or a stack of 25. And let me tell you, it is very hard to use up 50 thank you cards. I can personally attest. I have bought a package back when I was in high school, a freshman in high school, and I'm on to my last 4 thank you cards from that package. But nowadays, I've found that just the essence of just writing a handwritten letter when it comes and just ripping the page out of your journal is just, it has such a homegrown feel, and it just provides this added sense of comfort. If you want to show your gratitude or thanks to somebody, I don't think you really need a physical thank you card to do it. I think it's as easy as just writing it in your notebook and tearing out that piece of paper. Get creative with your letter writing, which kind of ties back into my whole gift wrapping point. The customizable element of you making a one-of-a-kind card is just so, it makes people feel so warm and fuzzy inside. So I personally like to go that extra step and make it very personable to them. Now, I remember back in middle school, making curls in your hair with a straightener was all the craze. Like, I kid you not, that was like my biggest life goal, was to achieve curls with a straightener. But I came to the sad reality that I am just not good at doing my hair, and I've accepted that. Literally, my hair products are my fingers. I don't purchase hairspray, dry shampoo, gel, none of that stuff. In reality, all these things that you want to achieve from buying a hair product could honestly be made just from natural materials. There's so many YouTube tutorials about how to make face masks or hair masks just from stuff that you probably already have in your fridge, like egg, coffee grinds, coconut oil. So that concludes my videos of 15 items that I no longer purchase. These are just the items that I've tallied up and saw that they weren't really essential to my lifestyle and that I could easily go without it. And a lot of these products I actually have gone without for about 3 or 4 years, and I feel completely fully functional. I still can operate my day-to-day without these products. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!